cooking news. I just learned at Cookout that the cobbler button is its own thing. Like, whenever you get like peach cobbler or like cherry cobbler, they hit a separate button that says cobbler on it. So I got Reese's Cup cobbler as like one of the things in my shake. Like they hit the cobbler button again. That's crazy. So I really dig that.
Wait.
That's you. So right now I'm getting a Cookout shake. Got milkshakes today at Cookout. So I got a peach cobbler, red cherry cobbler, Reese's Cup cobbler, Oreo cheesecake peanut butter fudge shake. So pretty bone combination, I must say. Ryan's order was up, and he just kind of stood in line. Ryan, you get automatic line priority just by it being your number. You don't have to like wait.
I know, but they're standing in my way.
But all the people standing in your way are like not. It's not their time.
I know, but they're standing. Like I can't push them out of the way. They're tall people.
You just say, "Pardon me, my order is up."
Then I have to talk to people. As for the chicken sandwich, with just ketchup.
When I ordered my
Normally it
shake,
comes with like mayo and this other shit. I'm like, miss me with that.
when I ordered my shake, one of the girls was like, "Hold up a second." When she walked out of the kitchen, and she was like, "I knew it was you."
Yeah, I knew it was you. Like just gonna recognize.
I think I'm the only person here who orders shakes like this.
Because Jet's the only one. This is your place.
They're surprisingly consistent. Yeah, I've yet to have a Cookout shake where I go, "Oh, they didn't put in the thing."
How can you tell with so many things? Jet knows.
I do.
You can taste all 5 flavors.
You can look at it and tell, like, some of the things. Other things you do have to taste. Where is it coming from?
It was like on your beard or something.
No.
You need some napkins. I'm gonna get some napkins.
Oh, I see. I do see where it's coming from. When you start whipping your head and making it rain. Thank you, kind of. Can I what?
Boot in the boot.
I'm surprised you picked the same boot.
I didn't pick this boot, you did.
No, I mean like the same side of the boot.
Oh. Well, yeah, but then they want to see me on the camera.
Yeah. All I gotta do is rotate it out, and if you're here and I'm here, it gets.
Do you want me to move?
You can if you want to. I mean, you don't have to.
I'm fine. I mean, this is the optimal size.
The optimal side to see.
These hush puppies are nice. Hushy puppies or whatever they're supposed to be. They are extra fattening.
Solid classic
It's
Cookout.
just like fried bread.
Yep.
If we hang out at Walmart, that's not as much time we do that homework you need to do. Whatever it was that you need to do.
I feel like it sucks whenever they have to call your thing like multiple times.
You just come back multiple times. But like, yes, that is my number. Clearly, it's just someone who received.
The only time I've ever done the drive-through for Cookout, we ended up getting all the food for free.
They make you stay. They get to pay them.
So what happened was, Dozer and Serena were getting like actual food, but I was just getting a shake. So when we got to the window, we were like, can we pay with 2 different cards? And they said, yes, you can, like there's no problem. So then we were like, we'll take just the shake first. And I hand them my card, and then she goes, oh shit. And then this girl says, we put all of it on your card. Is that okay, or would you like me to fix it?
How do you fix that?
How the fuck am I spilling shake on me is the bigger question. Holy shit.
But it's just falling out of your mouth. Then you talk.
Nah.
Like, how do you fix that? Can you even?
So
I don't understand how that works.
I'm sitting in the passenger seat, so I keep saying like, I would like you to fix it, and then she goes, what? And then Dozer, right after I would say it, he's in the driver's seat, would turn to her and just say, I would like you to fix it. And then she was like, how? And then we're like, what? And then Dozer said, he would like you to fix it. And then they like, I just see him start like hitting the screen a bunch, and then like a manager shows up and starts talking to him, and they like close the window, and they open the window back up, and they're like, hey, we're just gonna refund it and just give you all this food. It was like $18 worth of food. No cost.
You can't like. I mean, that was. You guys were trying to split a drive-through. I've never heard of anyone trying to do that. Like splitting a drive-through. I didn't think that was possible. Yeah, and then they make. That's not like something you can take back, right? It's just like a swipe of card. Now it's like debited into the account or whatever. It's off to the bank.
They have a refund thing.
Wow, do they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because what they did is they took my card back, and then you get another receipt that says like refund.
So you just like swipe the card with the button push. This is like that last thing, refund it. I see. But then why did they give it? Just because you guys were hassled or whatever in the drive-thru? The inconvenience time.
Plus, Cookout is always loaded. So, like, if they didn't do that, it would be like, okay, now we gotta spend even more time, like, getting the thing
It's
right.
not even your inconvenience. It's like the people behind you.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
essentially,
It's like we need to get you out of the way.
or we just inconvenience everybody.
Yeah, it's like we'll lose more money on inconveniencing all the people behind you than just giving you $18 worth of food. Because everyone else has like $10 worth. So we'll have lose money too. I left my phone in the car.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's like how right it went. Almost.
I've been talking to this one girl, Maddie, who's really into, like, paranormal stuff, comic books, and video games. She loves milkshakes, and Cookout is one of her favorite places. We're currently planning on possibly doing a date this Sunday to go see The Last Jedi at the Charger Theater. Because it's
With that
free.
last Jedi.
Well, I didn't like The Last Jedi either. She's also already seen it, but she likes movies.
Movies? Like, but like, just any movie. Like, I like all movies. The Room is my favorite. Like, do you like good movie? Like a cinephile?
She wanted to do, like, a movie and a dinner kind of thing, or whatever. And I was like, well, that's free. Like, that costs no money.
Well, it's not free. It's just taken out of your tuition or whatever. You know,
I'm on
some-
scholarship.
Yeah.
That means it's the government. The government paid for my movie.
It's not free. It's just an investment. They expect you to do something for them.
They expect me to actually sit in the theater.
That's how like schools work. You gotta invest in the children so they can pay taxes when they're older.
So what happens when you get to college? They're afraid you're gonna do tax evasion and gotta pay us directly. They're old enough to know about tax evasion.
No, I just mean like in a, like we were talking about, the politics thing or something. Like to have like a stable society or like a growing society. There's two, because you have like, what is it, like 18 to 64 or something is like productive citizens, like people who like have jobs and shit. The people below that are people like kids in school and stuff who don't work. And then you have like a bunch of old people, they're too old to work. So you have to, they cost more, like they cost the government more to either like pay for all like their medical old people stuff and then pay for all the schooling. Like the people that have jobs, they don't need the government subsidies as much or whatever. Because they can, work and generate revenue as opposed to, draining revenue. But you have to like invest in the young people. You don't have to give a shit about the old people. They can just die. They can. What was it? It was like a Swedish comedy or something. But it was like these Vikings and they sent the old people up to like jump off a cliff because they're drained on resources. It's like, and you can go off into the woods and die because you're too
Get
old.
lost in the woods.
Yeah, it's like we don't have enough food to take care of everyone, so the old people die first. They're old. They had their time.
The old man's walking with a cane, and he's like, I remember when I sent my grandfather to the woods.
No.
He walked down this very trail.
No, so one guy, they're all supposed to jump off the cliff to their deaths, but then they convinced the guy that was the younger person, it's like supervisor, like making sure that they have, it's like, look, we'll just go off in the woods. You don't have to ever see us again. We won't like come by the village, but we just don't want to like die.
You don't visit us.
After the first guy like jumped off and he like splattered all these rocks and shit.
It sucks the first guy had to go.
Yeah, and they're like, maybe not.
But yeah, do you want to go to do the Walmart thing or whatever?
I guess.
The earliest homework assignment I can work on this week won't be due until like Tuesday.
Like today,
No.
next Tuesday. Why don't you just use dates? They're Tuesday. Which Tuesday? Is that like Tuesday 2 months ago? Tuesday 2 months from now? You gotta use day, month, and year. Tuesday. 2019.
I see you went for chili again. So did you like every component of like what you got? How would you score your meal on the 10 scale? You got fingers. That one was like straight up a number. You can but also be like or like
What would I even put as like a 10? Like, I don't even think I've had food at 10 level, so even like rate like on a 10, you know? Like I haven't had that fancy food.
compare it only to other cookout dishes.
I don't know, I think I like the Hush Puppies humble fries.
Okay, cool.
Because they're more unhealthy than fries.
Did you like the chicken sandwich more than the burger? Or?
Yeah, I think so.
Have you tried the bacon wrap yet? People really brag that up.
Miss me with that bacon.
So you're just not a bacon fan?
Dodge the bacon.
Fucking bullet time the bacon.
I never heard of
they played music in here. I didn't even hear it until just.
Well, we're right under the speaker.
Huh.
Maybe we can't hear it. Like we're sitting over there.
Oh, but yeah. So I know
But
you're
yeah.
still digging in your children.
I'm not done in. But yeah.
I was gonna ask them this girl, but there's like a group, and I don't really. It's not like a group of girls. It's just like one dude and two girls. So I don't want to walk up to one and then it's be like, that's the one that's actually dating.
Well, I mean, probably.
Or he's just like, I'm dating both of them. That'd be the hard.
Or it's
time.
like that's my brother, like my cousin. You can only approach groups of girls because, you know, they're either friends. Well, I guess they could be lesbians.
Yeah, I mean, you could. There's one thing where.
How would you know? Well, at least with a group of guys, like there's a higher probability, I suppose, of you think?
Of what?
Like having like a group of like 50, like say 3 guys and 3 girls. There's probably a higher probability of like some of the guys are dating some of the girls than like the girls are dating.
I feel
Like how many lesbian people are there?
How many
Like I don't know.
I
Like,
mean, I don't. It's a weird statistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I know a
How
lot.
many lesbian people in the United States?
I think I know more people who are bi than I know people who are like straight one thing or the other. Well, no, that's not true. I know more people who are straight. Then the second would be bi, and then third would be someone who's hardcore, only into like one sex. Because I think
What
it's
sex?
yeah.
So they only have sex with people? It's not like aliens, friggin' animals.
Because I feel like
There was this one character who's like sexual, but for anything. Like, it's like a Doctor Who character. He's like any kind of alien. No, like anybody though. Like he's in a relationship with a guy, and then there's like these blue bug aliens. He's like,
a Doctor Who
tap that.
character or like a version of Doctor
yeah, a character.
Who. Oh, okay.
Like one of his companions. He'd tap anyone. He's from the future or something. So I guess like. you
Is
know,
he just like, it's okay?
Yeah, it's okay. He's like, in my time, it doesn't really matter. It's he's also like an immortal. He's a really interesting character.
Is he
Jack
the-
Harkness.
Is he the castle guy?
What you mean?
The
show?
Firefly guy?
No, it's a
No.
different. It's a different.
Okay.
It's was it John Barrow? You know that guy from Arrow? He's on Arrow.
Which one?
I
The
don't.
one that was like the villain in like the first season or whatever, like the Dark Archer or whatever.
Someone like that. I
That's
think.
I think I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
It's like the actor's like gay in real life.
I think it
But,
is that guy.
but yeah, but his character, Jack, Captain Jack, not the pirate, the other one.
Understood.
But he's a really cool guy. He's like this time agent dude from the future who'll have sex with anything. He also became immortal. He
And does he
can't
lead
die.
his own team? Like, does he
Yeah,
have
he has
his
his
own other
spin-off
show?
Torchwood.
Then I have seen Torchwood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
But then he had a relationship with a guy on the team, and then the guy died.
You got
But he's immortal. He can't die. No, he dies, right? The way he became an immortal is interesting. So, one of the characters in Doctor Who, and it was like the end of the first season, and spoilers.
Well, hold on. There's no reason as well. Yeah.
Well, I was just saying, one of the characters absorbed like they looked into like the time vortex, and they became a time god, and then they brought him back to life forever. It's not that he's like immortal that he can't die, right? It's that every single time, like a million deaths, I'm gonna bring him back to life every single, like manually, every single one of those times, he gets brought back to life forever.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So all he did was look in a time vortex.
Well, okay, so he died earlier in like the episode, and she's like, while she's doing her god, she like brought him back, and you know, then like cuts to him waking up. But that kept happening. Like every time he dies, he just like has sort of like the Highlander wake up, where you get like shot, and then it like kind of like Wolverine heals, and then you wake up. So it's like things like there's times like where he's getting like he's in like a radiation room or something that's like super rad, and he's just like hanging out, and they're like he should be like melting away, but he's just sweaty.
Sweaty.
Yeah, he's like sweaty. He's like
She doesn't wipe off my perspiration.
So like you won't take that kind of like environmental damage or something. Like there was one time where he was like in the past. I think it was a Torchwood episode. He needed to get back into the future, so he had himself be buried alive for like 1,000 years. And he's just in a coffin, and then they pull him out, and he's like coming out of it. But he gets brought back to life indefinitely.
How do you make sure that you're not going to be like under the foundation of a building or
He
like
would
an
survive.
excavation site?
Like he.
I know, but I would have
survive.
to rebury myself. Like it seems
Oh,
like
you mean
like if I
have-
left
well, it's just like in a
instructions
grave,
and shit- Oh well, yeah,
like in a crypt or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
That still seems hard to organize. Like gravestones aren't just like at a store. Yeah, I don't go to Grave Mart and fucking like here's my name. They're actually rather expensive.
But yeah, so he gets because that event where he got like revived the first time and stuff, they were in the future, so he had to get to the past, or he had a personal like time watch machine to travel through time. But when he was trying to find the doctor, it like broke in the past, like the 1800s. So now he's stuck there. So that's why he forms Torchwood, or he reforms Torchwood.
Oh, question. Well, not a question, but a statement. Don't slow down your eating to talk, because we're going to talk regardless. Yeah. And if we're going to hang out at Walmart, while I'm like, I have enough time to, if we hang out at Walmart, still work on homework. I'm not saying, let me just not do the homework if we sit at Cookout forever and then go to Walmart and then go to the crib. You know what I mean? Yeah. Plus, I can fill, like, dead air. I'm not going to just not say anything. You know what I mean? The Doctor Who parallel in Ben 10 is like Paradox or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And Paradox is really cool.
He's like a.
Yeah, he's pretty much. just like
Yeah.
I mean, he just
well,
does
he's more than that. He's more like Doctor Who if Doctor Who actually became like a full kind of like time god, where he's just like teleporting around and shit. I guess.
You're like, if he went even further.
Because Doctor Who, he has like a time machine and he's like an alien. He like ages in weird ways and stuff, but he doesn't actually like. I could just like transport through time by myself, like without it.
Yeah,
he
without
has a
anything
machine and stuff.
And Professor Paradox is really interesting in large part. Yo, Scavenger, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Professor Paradox is really interesting because of the fact that he was trapped in time and he went crazy, and then eventually he just understands it just because he's there forever. And I actually really appreciate that, the idea that it's not easily earned. Eon is really cool, being like the time-based villain. And in the movie, they went far to be like, he's an alternate version of Ben.
Movie of who?
So in Ben 10 Race Against Time, Scavenger said Ben 10? Yeah. And Ben
Is that the
10
live action?
Yeah, it's one of the live action ones. So you have Race Against Time and Alien Swarm are the two live action Ben 10 films. I don't think they're.
And that's not the ending of one of them.
Well, it depends. If he's a kid, then it was Race Against Time.
It was like Kid Ben.
Then it's Race Against Time. That's the one where he goes to the talent show and he's like Wild Nut or whatever. And it's supposed to be like a magic trick that he performed. Or Gwen performed, just some shit like that.
Because Gwen's got that.
But I think Eon is cool because sometimes Eon is like alternate Ben, and then I think in Ultimate Alien they made it where it was like, actually all my soldiers are alternate Ben, so that I kidnap throughout time. Like that was cool. Scavenger said Race Against Time is when Ben is a kid. That is true. Or did I miss any live action Ben 10 films? I'm pretty sure it's just Race Against Time and Alien Swarm. But if there's another one, I'm gonna have a hard like, oh moment of like realizing it. He says Alien Swarm is when he was in high school. Yeah, Alien Swarm is the Alien Force one. It's like before Ultimate Alien, because he doesn't turn into Ultimate Aliens, I don't think, in Alien. But Alien Swarm is more canon than Race Against Time. There's like a Ultimate Ben 10,000 episode where they like find the thing from Race Against Time, and when they touch it, they like get all these visions, and they're like, I don't remember any of this shit. And the visions are essentially like animated versions of the movie. and they go, it's an alternate timeline. Like they kind of just straight up like write it off as like that didn't happen in canon. But in Ultimate Alien, one of the main villains from Alien Swarm just straight up reappears, and it's not like they're meeting it for the first time. They're like, oh, it's you again. So it seems like Alien Swarm is just straight up in continuity, where Race Against Time
They wrote
is.
it in with the other timeline
Yeah.
to the universe.
Scavenger said there was a 3D animated movie. I do remember that. And then he says, but there are only 2 live action films. The 3D animated one, I'm trying to remember the story of it. Because right now I'm thinking about the normal animation special they did, which is not the same thing. And then, oh, you're done?
Yeah.
Okay, then that means we're about to head out and go to Walmart and hang out.
Do whatever we do at Walmart.
Yeah, we will probably do another live stream a little bit later. And Walmart, I think I'm probably gonna like try and conserve some battery. Plus, I've been talking to this one girl, Maddie, and we were planning a date when I suddenly stopped and started doing a live stream. So I gotta jump back on that. But thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like this video, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jeff Blackman, only here with
Guy who ate a sandwich.
Logging out. Good to see you, Scavenger. Peace.